All right, strap in, everyone, because today we are diving deep
Love it.
into IELTS Writing Task 2.
Ooh, yes.
That essay portion of the IELTS exam that can feel a little bit like
Right.
a pressure cooker, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be dissecting a script today that was written for an instructional video.
Okay.
So, lots of practical advice coming your way.
Love that.
But we're not just aiming for a passing grade here.
Yep.
We want you to walk away from this deep dive feeling like a confident, clear writer.
That's it.
In English, in any situation, not just for the exam.
Exactly, because these are skills that you can take with you beyond just this test.
Absolutely. And you know who couldn't use a little bit more of that in their life? The script jumps right into emphasizing understanding the prompt before you even put pen to paper.
Right.
Before you even think about writing. And I know I've been guilty in the past of
Oh, yeah.
just skimming and panicking.
Yeah.
What makes this understanding part so important?
It's really deceptively simple. A lot of people might think that doing well on this section of the exam is about using really big, impressive words.
Oh, okay.
But actually, the real test is, can you prove that you understand what the prompt is asking you?
Okay.
Can you analyze it and respond directly to that?
Interesting.
So you need to pinpoint what type of essay are they asking for.
Got it.
Is this a problem-solution essay? Is this an opinion essay? Is it a discussion essay?
That makes sense.
Because that will shape how you approach writing the entire essay.
So it's kind of like if they say, what are the causes of traffic congestion and how can it be addressed?
Right.
You're not just going to go on a rant about
Exactly.
how bad your commute is.
Exactly. You wouldn't just talk about your personal experience with traffic.
Right.
You would need to actually say, okay, here are some of the causes of traffic congestion in cities, and here are some possible solutions.
So you have to really understand what they're asking.
Yeah, it's like figuring out what is the puzzle before you start putting the pieces together.
I like that. Okay, and speaking of strategy, the script is a big fan of planning.
Yes. 5
to 7 minutes of planning.
I love it.
Which feels like a luxury.
It does when you're on the clock.
It does, but it is so important.
Why?
Because it leads to coherence.
Okay.
A well-planned essay shows the examiner that you can think logically.
Okay.
That you can communicate effectively and clearly.
So they're not just reading a jumbled mess.
They are not.
Mm.
It should be a nice, clear argument that unfolds in a logical way.
I can practically hear the examiners sighing with relief.
Yes.
When they see that. The script even gives example planning notes for an essay comparing online and traditional education.
Cool.
And they're so simple.
Right.
It's like, online is convenient. Traditional is more interactive.
Yeah, and that's all you need.
Yeah, but just having those bullet points can make such a difference.
Absolutely. It's like having a roadmap.
Right.
Before you set out on a road trip.
Okay, roadmap acquired.
Love it.
So we've analyzed the prompt.
Yeah, we've got our plan.
Yes.
Now comes the grand entrance, the introduction.
All right.
And they only give us 30 to 50 words.
It's tiny.
That's so tiny. How do we make such a small space so impactful?
It's about precision and purpose.
Okay.
A good IELTS introduction has 3 key elements.
Okay, lay it on me.
Paraphrase the question.
Okay.
This shows you understand it.
Okay.
You need to lay out your central argument. So what is your thesis statement?
Okay.
And you need to outline what you're going to cover in the essay.
Got it. So it's like a movie trailer.
Yes.
You're setting the scene. You're hooking the audience.
You've got it.
I like it. So let's go back to that traffic example.
Okay.
What would a strong intro look like for that essay?
So a strong intro might look something like, this traffic congestion is a growing global problem.
Okay.
This essay will explore its key causes, including overpopulation and inadequate public transport, and propose practical solutions.
Okay, so it's clear.
Yeah.
It's concise, and it tells the examiner exactly what's coming.
Exactly. No surprises.
Just a nice, smooth ride through my
smooth ride.
Beautiful argument.
That's what we want.
I love it. Okay, so we've set the stage.
Yes.
We've made our grand entrance.
We have.
Now it's time to build the main act.
Yes.
Those body paragraphs.
The body paragraphs.
And the script has a very specific structure in mind.
Oh, it does?
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Okay, so think of each body paragraph as a mini essay with its own mission. It needs to accomplish something.
Okay.
The script recommends a 4-part structure.
Ooh, 4 parts.
Topic sentence.
Okay.
Explanation example and linking sentence.
Okay, that's easy.
I know it seems a little formulaic, but there's a reason it works.
Okay, I'm all about formulas if they work.
They work.
Lay it on me. Why is this one so effective?
So each part plays a crucial role.
Okay.
in making your argument clear,
Okay.
detailed and persuasive. The topic sentence introduces the main idea of the paragraph.
So it's like a headline.
Like a headline.
Okay.
Then you have the explanation.
Okay.
Where you dive deeper into that idea.
Okay.
To give some context, and you really connect it back to that overall essay question.
So it's not just stating a fact.
Yeah.
It's explaining why that fact matters.
Exactly. You've got it.
Okay.
Then we bring it to life with an example.
Yes.
Give a real-world illustration that makes your point relatable and memorable.
I love a good example.
Yes, this is the aha moment.
Right. It's like, okay, I see what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got topic, sentence, explanation, example.
Right, and then...
Are there more?
We finish strong.
Right.
With a linking sentence.
Ooh, a linking sentence.
We want to guide the reader smoothly to the next paragraph.
So we keep everything flowing.
Keep it flowing like a dance routine.
I love it. Okay, it's like writing choreography.
It is.
I like it. To bring this to life.
Yes.
Let's go back to the traffic exam.
Okay, let's do it.
What would a body paragraph look like using this structure?
All right, so let's say our topic sentence is one major contributor to traffic congestion is overpopulation.
Okay.
So then our explanation would be, as urban areas grow, the sheer number of vehicles on the road increases dramatically.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right. And then we want a really strong example. So, for instance, studies show that car ownership in Delhi surged by 50% in the last decade.
Wow.
Leading to gridlock during peak hours.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then our linking sentence, this highlights the urgent need for urban planning that prioritizes efficient public transport systems.
Okay, so we start with that topic sentence, overpopulation.
Right.
Then we explain, okay, here's how overpopulation leads to more traffic.
More traffic.
We give a real-world example.
A concrete example.
Delhi. And then we link it back to the need for public transport.
You got it.
Okay, I can see how each piece fits together so nicely.
Yes.
It's like a puzzle.
It is.
Okay, speaking of puzzles, we are nearing the final piece.
Yes.
The conclusion. Again, very strict, 30 to 50 words.
Yes, super short.
No new information.
No new information.
Why?
Because the conclusion is about demonstrating mastery.
Okay.
It's your chance to show you've synthesized all the information.
Okay.
You've arrived at a clear conclusion, and you've answered the original question.
It's like that satisfying click when you put the last piece of a puzzle in.
You got it.
I love it. Okay, so no extra pieces.
Yeah.
Just that final click.
Final click.
Okay, what would that look like in our traffic congestion example?
Okay, so a good conclusion for this essay might be, in conclusion, traffic congestion stems primarily from overpopulation and insufficient public transport.
Okay.
Investing in better infrastructure and promoting alternative commuting methods are crucial steps towards alleviating this issue.
Okay, so it's concise.
Yes.
It's impactful.
Impactful.
It gives that sense of closure.
Exactly.
I like it. Okay, so we've talked about the structure of the essay.
Yes.
But there's more, right?
There's more.
The script mentions cohesive devices.
Ah, yes.
What are those?
Cohesive devices, they're like the unsung heroes of a good essay.
Okay.
These are the words and phrases that connect your ideas.
Okay.
They create a smooth flow, and they guide the reader effortlessly through your argument.
So they're like the transitions?
They are like transitions.
Okay.
They make the difference between a choppy essay and one that's just a beautiful symphony of ideas.
Okay, I want that symphony.
Yes.
In my essay.
Yeah.
Can you give me some examples of what these magical devices look like?
Of course. So think of words like moreover.
Okay.
However.
Okay.
Furthermore.
Got it.
In conclusion.
Okay.
These little words, they're actually really powerful tools.
Interesting.
They show the examiner that you have sophisticated language control.
Okay.
Which is a big part of getting a high score.
So it's not just about the big fancy vocabulary.
No.
It's about using these little words effectively.
Using all the words effectively.
I like it. Okay, I'm adding master cohesive devices to my to-do list.
Yes.
Okay, but even with the perfect structure, even with a beautiful symphony of words, we can't escape
time management.
That time limit.
Yes.
The script suggests 5 minutes for planning, 30 for writing, and 5 for reviewing.
Yeah, it's a tight time frame.
It's like a race against the clock.
It is, but that's why time management is a skill.
Okay.
And like any skill, it can be developed with practice.
So it's not just about finishing on time.
No.
It's about using that time effectively.
Exactly. Give each stage its due.
Okay.
And that will improve the quality of your work.
Right, because what's the point of a beautiful introduction if I run out of time?
Right.
For my brilliant conclusion.
Exactly. You need time for everything.
Everything needs time.
Yes.
Okay, and I know we all make mistakes.
We do.
Even with the best laid plans.
We're human.
And this script actually has a whole section on common mistakes.
Oh, it does.
Which had me nodding along because even I fall into these traps sometimes.
Absolutely.
So let's unpack these a little bit because I think we can all learn from them.
Yeah, let's do it.
What are some of the big ones that the script calls out?
All right, so the script highlights 3 major pitfalls.
Okay.
Overcomplicating your sentences.
Okay.
Neglecting grammar.
Right.
And skipping examples.
Okay, and these can really impact my score.
They can. They really can.
Okay, let's start with overcomplicated sentences.
All right.
I know I do this.
Me too.
When I'm trying to sound really academic and I end up with a sentence so long and confusing that I even get lost.
I know. You start a sentence and you forget where it's going.
Where was I going with this?
Exactly.
Why is that such a problem?
So it can be tempting to think that complexity equals sophistication.
Oh, okay.
But in the IELTS context, clarity is more important than complexity.
Interesting.
We want to communicate our ideas effectively.
Right.
And sometimes simple language is better for that.
So keeping it simple is a strength.
It is.
Not a weakness.
Definitely.
Okay, I like that. What about grammar?
Grammar is super important.
Yeah.
The examiners are looking for correct grammar.
Okay.
And even small errors can affect your score.
Oh.
Think of grammar as the foundation of your writing.
Oh, okay.
If the foundation is strong, the whole structure will stand strong as well.
So I need a strong grammatical foundation for my writing house.
Exactly. And that comes with practice.
Practice.
Practice. The more you practice, the better your grammar will be.
Got it. Okay. And finally, skipping examples.
Examples.
Why are those a no-no?
Examples are so important.
Okay.
They take abstract ideas and make them real. They make them relatable. And they make them memorable.
So they help the examiner really understand my point.
They do. Without examples, your argument can sound hollow or unconvincing.
Okay. It's like the difference between reading a recipe and actually tasting the dish.
Exactly.
The examples are that taste test.
Yes.
That convinces the examiner.
Convinces them.
Okay. Examples are important.
Very important.
I got it.
Yeah.
So we've covered a ton of ground here today.
We have understanding the prompt.
Yes.
Crafting that beautiful introduction.
Beautiful.
Building those body paragraphs.
Yes.
Finishing strong with the conclusion.
Yes.
Adding those cohesive devices.
Yeah.
And, of course, managing our time.
Very important.
But even with all these tips and strategies, we both know that one thing reigns supreme.
Practice.
Practice.
Practice makes perfect, as the script says.
Yes, it does.
So true. Okay, so we've been talking about the how of IELTS writing.
Yes.
But I want to explore the why a little bit more.
Okay, the why.
Why does this matter beyond just the exam?
That's a great question.
What's the bigger picture here?
So the skills we've been talking about, analyzing information, constructing arguments, communicating clearly and persuasively, those are valuable skills.
Okay.
For life in general.
Oh, interesting.
Not just for an exam.
So it's like we've been secretly training for a communication marathon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is this is a skill set
that you can keep building.
Right.
It's not something that you learn once and then it's done.
So every essay I write, every piece of feedback I get is making me a better communicator.
It's adding to your toolkit.
I love it. Okay, so for our listeners who are getting ready to tackle the IELTS, remember that this prep work is not just about the exam.
It's not.
It's about investing in yourself.
It is.
In your ability to communicate.
To communicate.
To make your voice heard.
To be heard.
I love it. And for those who might not be taking the IELTS, but who still want to level up their writing.
Yes.
What's the most important takeaway for them?
I think it's the realization that good writing isn't about talent.
Okay.
It's about understanding the principles.
Oh, interesting.
And then putting in the work.
So it's like learning an instrument.
Exactly. You don't pick up a guitar and shred like Jimi Hendrix right away.
It takes time.
It takes time. It takes practice.
Practice. And the more you practice, the more you discover the joy.
Yeah. The power of writing.
The joy of writing.
I love that. So it's not just about following a formula.
No.
It's about finding your own voice.
Your voice.
Yeah.
Your rhythm.
Your style.
And expressing yourself authentically.
And who knows what we might create.
The possibilities are endless.
When we unlock those powers.
So I want to leave our listeners with a challenge.
Okay, a challenge.
I like it.
Take everything we've talked about today.
Yeah.
The structure, the strategies, the insights.
Yeah.
And put them into practice.
Don't just let that knowledge sit there.
Don't let it sit there. Make it work for you.
I love it.
Choose a topic you're passionate about.
Okay.
Set a timer.
Okay.
And write.
Just write.
Right.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Mistakes are proof.
Proof.
That we are learning and growing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Embrace the journey.
Yes.
Enjoy the process.
Yes.
Celebrate every step.
Celebrate.
Because becoming a confident
Yes.
and effective writer
Yes.
is a journey worth taking. And we are here to support you.
Every step of the way.
I love it. Okay, that is it for our deep dive today into IELTS Writing Task 2.
I hope you enjoyed it.
We hope you found it insightful.
Empowering.
And
maybe even a little fun.
A little fun.
Remember, clear and confident writing is a superpower.
It is.
And it's within your reach.
So go out there, write your hearts out, and let your words change the world.
Until next time.
Happy writing, everyone. As we wrap up this deep dive, you know, I'm struck by how much it's changed.
Oh.
My perspective on writing in general.
Okay, tell me more.
I used to think of good writing as this magical talent.
Right.
Like you're either born with it or you're not.
It's easy to feel that way.
But what we've learned here
is
that it's so much more about strategy and structure.
And practice.
Like we've demystified the process a little bit.
Yes.
And it's not just about acing the IELTS. It's about unlocking a skill that can empower you in so many ways.
Absolutely.
It's like we've been building this communication toolkit.
I love that.
This whole time.
Yes.
That we can take with us.
And keep adding to.
Yeah. Every essay we write.
Every piece of feedback.
We're
adding tools to that toolkit.
I love it. Okay, so for our listeners who are getting ready to tackle the IELTS, remember, this is about more than just the exam.
More than the exam.
It's about investing in yourself.
Absolutely.
Your ability to communicate.
Yes.
Make your voice heard.
Yes.
And for those who aren't taking the IELTS, but still want to improve their writing.
Yes.
What's the most important takeaway?
Realize that good writing isn't about talent.
Okay.
It's about understanding the principles and putting in the work.
So it's like learning to play an instrument.
It is. You don't just pick up a guitar and play like, like a rock star overnight.
It takes time.
And
practice.
And
the more you practice,
the more you discover the joy of writing.
Yes. And that joy is so important.
It is.
Because it makes the process so much more enjoyable.
Exactly.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge.
A challenge.
Take everything we've talked about.
Yes.
The structure, the strategies, the insights.
Yes.
And put it into practice.
Make it work for you.
Choose a topic.
Yes.
Set a timer.
Yes.
And write. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Mistakes are good.
They're proof that you're learning. Embrace the journey.
Yes.
Enjoy the process.
Yes.
And celebrate every step.
Celebrate every win.
Because becoming a confident, effective writer is a journey worth taking.
It is.
And we're here to support you every step of the way.
Absolutely.
That's it for our deep dive into IELTS Writing Task 2.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you enjoyed it.
I hope it was helpful.
We hope you learned a lot.
Yes.
And maybe even had a little fun along the way.
It's a little bit of fun.
Remember, clear and confident writing is a superpower.
It is.
It's within your reach.
You can do it.
So go out there.
Yes.
Write your hearts out.
Yes.
And let your words change the world.
Beautiful.
Happy writing, everyone.